Now, if you fancy yourself an oyster lover, you need to be able to shuck them fresh, because there's a massive difference between being able to shuck your own oysters fresh and having them pre-shucked by someone else. And I think every school kid in New South Wales in particular should be taught how to shuck a Sydney rock oyster. Now, you need 2 bits of kit. First, you need a good oyster shucker. The other thing you need is a little bit of hand protection, because you are working back in towards your hand, and the worst thing, the last thing you want to happen is go in, you put a bit too much pressure, the knife slips through and it stabs into the meat of your hand there. Now, I don't want to be an alarmist, but I have seen that happen multiple times. So I like to protect my hand. I get my oyster shucker. I'll take the tip of the oyster shucker and I'm working in on the hinge there. Just start to give it a little bit of a back and forth. Ah, that's the sound you want. You'll know it when it pops, and all of a sudden that lid is free. So now there's a muscle in here called the abductor that joins the muscle of the oyster to the lid and to the base, the cup shell, part of the shell. So now we've popped it, I'll just start working that along. Oop, and there it goes. Nice and clear. There's our oyster. It's still not free yet, like it's still attached to the shell, because you can see this abductor muscle there. It also attaches to the shell just there. So I'll give it a little bit of a scrape, and that should be free in there now. And that is an oyster that's ready to eat. Oh, that is just one of the greatest foods on planet Earth. It does not get better than a freshly shucked Sydney rock oyster.